I bought the cheapest Porsche 996 911 Turbo in the country! Just kidding, I hate when YouTubers yell at the camera. I've got a bunch of parts to install on the 996 Turbo, a bunch of diagnosing to do, because it's still a piece of crap. First off, I had to do some car shuffling, actually get the 996 in the garage for once, switch out the LS1 E36, because it's getting dark, I'm losing daylight. It's just gonna be nicer to work inside. So come with me, and you'll see here what we got going on. We got a couple lights now. We got the check engine light. I've got the airbag light on as previously mentioned because I took the seat out to clean and didn't disconnect the battery, so that triggered the airbag light. That'll be fine, that just needs a reset. The check engine light, I don't know what the problem is. So I gotta scan that, see what it is. I'm guessing I just missed something when I put everything back together, not in the front of the car, in the back of the car. So let me get out the scanner, see what that is. So that leads right into today's video sponsor, which is Cordless. And this is a diagnostic tool. It uses a simple OBD2 adapter that you plug in, an app on your phone, do all kind of diagnostics. So let's see what's wrong with the Porsche. You see there we have lights, ignition on. I'm going to connect. So we're running through a system diagnostic check right now. So far it's already found 3 things wrong. It's probably not good. 33% done. Oh. 14 issues found. Interesting. Complete alarm system. It's overall car health. Very bad. Evap vent valve issue. That might be why I have a hard start sometimes. I wasn't able to diagnose that on the other OB2 scanners that I've used in the past, so this is pretty awesome. Brake pedal position sensor. Stop lamp switch circuit. Remember, brake lights work fine. Alright, let's clear it. Yeah, check engine light's gone, so all is well there. Other things you can do with the Cordless app and OBD2 scanner, you can actually code your vehicle. Now, unfortunately on this Porsche, there's nothing I can code, being a little bit older and it's a Porsche. But on other cars, like especially BMWs and Audis, you can code different functions of the vehicle, like make the mirrors fold in when you lock it or unlock it. Change different functions of the daytime running lights, headlights. Lots of fun features like that. Unfortunately, this car doesn't really have any of those features, but that is another thing you can do with Cordless. They've got live engine parameters you can view in the app while your engine's running. Check, oil temp, your oil pressure, your water temperature, all sorts of things like that. Plus, it has a used car mileage check. Tons and tons of features in this app. Big thanks to Cordless for sponsoring this video. I'll have links and all the other related information for Cordless in the description box below. Evap and mass airflow. So I'm guessing mass airflow. I'm guessing I have something disconnected. I'm actually almost positive I left something disconnected because it's overboosting. But next up, we're going to do a boost leak check anyway. First up, I'm going to break out the quick jacks because I got to take all 4 wheels and tires off anyway. So I might as well just get it all up at once. That's going to help me get under the rear of it anyway for a boost leak test. One of the first orders of business here is making a boost leak tester. It's going to be very, very simple. Schrader valve, some PVC piping underneath the car. 1/8 NPT. Drill some holes. Tappity tap. Easy peasy. And there we go. 1 4 each side. And I'll show you where they're gonna go underneath. But super simple and cheap. No reason to spend a whole bunch of money on a boost leak test. This works just fine. Oh, and also happy to report, guys, absolutely no oil leakage since the fix. I know, I'm as shocked as you are. I don't know, maybe that's why the guy wanted to get rid of the car, because it needed tires, it had a check engine light, it had an ABS light, it had a pretty major oil leak. Maybe he's just like, this is too much, let's dump it. But his loss is my gain. Well, sort of still a loss for me too. So the easiest way that I looked up to do a boost leak test is right here, the output of the turbo. So I'll basically take this off, boost leak tester there, and do the same on this side right there. I'll certainly find a leak almost immediately. I can almost guarantee it. Well, we're holding nothing, boys. Well, boys, I just don't know. I got nothing obvious up here. Sounds like something major up here, but it's somewhere where I can't get very close to. So, all right, off with some parts. This hose I definitely forgot to hook up, so yeah, and I don't even know where that hose is, to be honest. Oh, there it is, it's right here. So that would be my overboosting, I'm guessing. That doesn't necessarily explain why my pressure test is failing. I'm gonna put some zip ties on here, because I read that that's a common thing to do. So, I don't know what's going on with the boost leak test. It is coming out somewhere and I just can't tell where because it won't hold any pressure. I have a major leak somewhere. But either way, I got that line reattached, so I'm guessing that's going to fix my overboosting problem and my check engine light. Now, I want to check fuel pressure because my guess is it's not maintaining fuel pressure after I turn the key off. Now, what could be causing that? I don't know. I've read that there's a check valve. I read it could be like evap canister, all sorts of things. So, as far as I'm aware, this little cap right here is how you check fuel pressure. And I'm also willing to bet if I push in on the nub that nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, nothing. I've got that nub pretty much completely pressed in and it had just the slightest hiss, just a tss. So we are not maintaining fuel pressure after shut off. Good, that gives me some insight. All right, put the intake back on and then we're gonna move on to wheel studs. much improved, much improved. Big studded nut guy. That was easy and simple enough, as you would expect. I just have 3 more wheels and tires to go. The only one that might cause an issue is the driver's side front, because one of the old bolts was kind of cross-threaded when I removed it, and I didn't put it back in. So as you see, we have a bolt missing, but actually the threads in there don't look bad. Hopefully just the bolt's messed up. Man, look how rusty these are. Those are just absolutely gross. We'll see how that goes. Now these studs that I went with are actually from Redline. They're 60 millimeters long, total length of 95, but that's counting the part that goes into the hub. And I got the ball seated socket, which works with the Apex wheels. Sweet. Problem one wasn't a problem after all. That fought me a little bit, but I got it in there. This is something I did to my BMW a long time ago, was convert the bolts to studs and nuts. It's just so much better. I don't know why any manufacturer would want to have bolts instead of studs and nuts. It just doesn't make any sense to me. That job is done. I do believe that's going to be it for tonight. I did put the intercooler pipes back together off the outlet of the turbo, just because my boost leak test failed. I don't know what I did wrong. I got to look something up or get insight from you guys and try again. But for now, I do believe I fixed the issue where it's going to be over boosting just because that one vacuum line was off. So I'm going to finish up tomorrow and take it for a drive and see if I fix the check engine light and the over boosting, and then work on the next project, because I still have some other parts laying over here. I also have to put the car down off the quick jacks because it's too close to the garage door and I can't shut the garage door with the car up in the air. Miscalculation on my part. Pending my failed boost leak test, gonna have to figure out something else with that. But in the meantime, I do have a small mod for the inside of the car. That is a cell phone mount that goes in the center console off to the side. You Porsche guys are probably a lot like BMW guys. There's no room for anything in these cars, as far as your cell phone or food or drinks, cups, really anything. So I never know where to put my phone when I'm driving the car. So I got a nice little mount for it, magnetic, just gonna stick on there. And then we're gonna go for a drive and see if I fixed any of the issues with the car. Oh, look at that. So much better. And it's not in the way of shifting. Perfect spot. Awesome. Let's see if this overboosts still. Now there it hit 0.8, which when I first got the car would max out at 0.6, so undetermined. Don't know if I helped fix some boost leaks, which is leading to more boost, or if I still don't have something hooked up right. But before, like immediately after I fixed this, took it for a drive, like it overboosted to like 1.5 or something, and that wasn't even full throttle, so it's definitely better. Alright, there it hit 1.1 bar, so I gotta have some kind of leak somewhere. Test out these new tires. Well, made it back successfully. No check engine lights. The car didn't leave me stranded. See here, it's still just the airbag light, that's it. But like I said, it's still overboosting. Well, not as bad, it's still overboosting. So something isn't right. I gotta figure out what that is exactly. The car looks so much better with those wheel studs. It really, really does. Might throw some spacers on there. Not sure yet. So what's next? I gotta figure out a better way to do a boost leak test. So any comments below would help. I'm gonna do some more research. I thought the way I did it was well known and would work. Maybe it is working, I just have a massive leak somewhere. So I don't know. The car's still making power. It's making boost. It's making too much boost. So that'll be for next episode. Also, rotor and brake pad suggestions. These rotors look real nasty. Brake pads have plenty of life, but I just want to replace everything just so it's new and do the fluid as well. So if you guys can give me some suggestions, these are already covering my brand new Apex wheels in like disgusting rusty brake dust. It's like worse than I've ever seen. So they need replaced ASAP. Suggestions, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna go throw these disgusting and rusty lug nuts away. Oh, I did clean up the old wheels and tires. If anyone wants them, let me know. I don't know what they're worth. I did a quick cleanup of them. Send me an email or send me a DM on Instagram and we'll work out a deal. They seem to be pretty good condition, just the rear tires are completely shot. That's all I got for you guys. We'll see you next time.